Hi guys, so this is my analysis on US30. What am I expecting on US30? I'm expecting a short sell move bearish on US30, and my reason is because we can see this trend line right here. We have been bouncing off this trend line whenever we get to that trend line. So I see more of a possibility that since we bounce first time, second time, third time, fourth time at that trend line, there's a possibility that we might just come here to retest this trend line right here before we now possibly continue to the upside. But that's just how I think, because we bounce up this trend line as well and we are retracing to the downside. So I see a possible move to the downside. So I can draw my trend line here just to indicate that we are on a bearish move currently. I can draw it like this just to see that there was a break of structure and a retest and a possible move to the downside. So that's what we're seeing right here. I can draw my Fibonacci level from my point here to my point B as well, just to see how I'm saying it. Okay, so this is what I'm saying on US30. Currently we can see this is the point here right here. This is my point B right here for my Fib level. So I'm expecting like a point C for it to retrace to my overall target, which is my negative 27% Fib level. So what am I expecting right now? There's a possibility that we might still push up to retrace to this right here, and my reason is because we can see there is an imbalance around that area, and that also aligns with my 78.6% level, and that also aligns with a trend line as well. So there's a possibility we might still push down up there to retrace around that level before we continue to the downside. That's what I'm seeing on US30. We can also retrace off of this area right here. That's a possibility because we can see there was an impulse right here. We can retrace off that impulse to continue to the downside, which is around my 61.8% Fib level, and there's also an imbalance that was filled up around that area as well for it to now retrace. So if you're at this current, if it closes more of like a weak rejection at this current price action right here, there's a possibility we might just retrace off of that level to continue to the downside. But if you see a bullish close at that zone right here, then there's a possibility we might push up to my 78.6% Fib level before we retrace. So I'm just going to mark it that we might still push up around that to this level right here before we now continue to my overall target. So that is just my scenario. I think we might retrace to that level, and this will be my target around that level. So that is just my thoughts on US30, and that is how I think will happen on US30, guys. Hi guys, so this is my analysis on GU. What are I expecting on GU? If you watch my analysis on GU, I've been thinking we'll be on a downtrend, but GU has just been moving to the upside. I think it's now going to my overall direction, which is around this level right here. So my overall direction on GU was around this level right, which is around my negative 27% level. That was my overall buy move direction. So since we haven't been selling, I'm just going to reanalyze what I think might happen. So let me delete my previous analysis on GU and reanalyze based on the current price action. You can see right here. So let's reanalyze based on the current price action. We've been moving to the upside recently, because when I thought we might sell was because we saw this break of structure right at this level right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. My reason why for selling was because I saw a break of structure around this level right here. So I said there is a possibility my retest of that trend line and push to the downside. And my other confluences was because of this double top around this level, which is the M pattern, which also indicates a reversal for us to now push to the downside. But as you can see, it has been going to the upside. So I still see it's more of it going to buy than sell as of right now, and my reason is because we can see it broke the structure and it has retested the structure several times, retest of structure or zone several times. So I see, and now now it's pushing to the upside. So I can use my trend line to just simplify the current price action. Let me go to a lower time frame so I can also, this is really slip on. Let's just see how that goes with this one though. Okay, I can use my fib level around here to here just to give me a significant again, just to see what I'm seeing right now, to make it a little bit more simplifiable for me to look. Okay, so let me see something. Okay, so we can draw a trend line yet on this level right here. The trend line can be drawn here. You can also draw a trend line from here to this right here, just to make us, yeah. So now that I've simplified to trend lines, what am I saying? I'm saying a bit of like a retest around this area right here. My reason is because of it's currently around my negative 27%, but before I see more of like a retest move, I will need it to at least break the structure right here. So I needed to come down here, break the trend line, break the structure, possible retest, and a continuation. Then we might fall to around this trend line right here. That's a possibility that I'm saying. And another scenario that I'm saying is if it can just come down here to retrace this trend line right here, then we might continue to push to the upside, which is around my negative 61.8% fib level. So that's just my zone that I'm currently looking at. So there's a possibility we might just get here, which is around 1.27028. That's my negative 61 level, or around this trend line right here, which is around 1.25825. So those are just my possible scenario as of right now, until it break the trend line and retest the trend line. If it does that, then my possible retracement will be around this level, which is 1.25081. So these are just my overall targets as of right now. So if you're on a bearish move, this is my target. The bearish move, this is my target. And if you're on a bullish move, this is my target. So this is for bullish direction. So but we are still on a bullish move until we break this trend line right here and retest the trend line to this level. Until then I'm still expecting a little bit of retracement to this trend line, then it continue to the upside. But if we break this trend line, then you can see I want to break off trend line and break off structure, this previous structure right here, then a retest to the possible push to the downside. So those are just my overall scenario. So I can just picture it here to here to here. That's one scenario that I picture. Another scenario that I picture is we might break the trend line, retest, then here. So that's just my overall analysis on GU as well. Hope this is insightful, guys. Please don't forget to share, comment, and like, and I will see you in my next analysis. Thank you.